Expected. He said he's not looking for the Tyson who fought McNeely and Mathis. Here's a combination uppercut by Tyson. Tyson laying it on, pouring it on.
He stood at 6 feet 5 inches tall. He could knock anyone out whenever he wanted. Boom! Bam! A true juggernaut. A machine of destruction with only one weakness: stamina.
Bruno was hurt. On the top of the head, the left hook. He's starting to go to pieces in the corner, and he's breaking up a bit now. He's hitting him on. He's down. He's got to get him up. And the towel has come in from Terry Lawless's corner.
It seemed there was only one way to beat him: survive the early rounds, wear him down, and break him late. That's what many believed heading into his fight with Mike Tyson. Tyson was 23 at the time, already the undisputed heavyweight champion, the youngest in history.
The undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Iron Mike Tyson.
It was a real test.
And I'd have to agree. Tries to keep him up. Bruno showing that he's not afraid. Hanging on. Bruno's already tagged with a right hand. Right hand that caught him. He was down. He'll have to take the standing 8 count. Bruno's clear, but he knows the power of Mike Tyson. Tyson, if ever there was a guy fighting about hanging on and hitting Mike Tyson. Tyson pummels him. Mike trying to set him up with a left hand. With a left hook. Tyson looks wobbly as he attacks Bruno. Bruno continues to throw. Tyson was caught and wobbled. Vulnerable to that right hand in close.
Punching it out. He's on back.
Tyson continues to come in. Bruno continues to advantage, but Tyson doesn't get frustrated. He just looks to throw the shot. Bruno was able to block that shot that time. You see Frank continuing to hold. Tyson just looking to set his man up. He's back on the assault with a short, crisp shot. Bruno ties him up inside. Tyson staggered. Inside of 20 seconds to go in the round against Tyson. Right hand catches Bruno. Left hook. Bruno looks ready to go. Now is when he's going to hang on. And he does. He has both hands free. They continue to fight after the bell. So Bruno went down but not hurt. And Bruno tagged Tyson, who's also watching in New Zealand. Well, Tyson misses wild with the left uppercut. So far, the big heavy blow. Bruno's been able to escape. I don't think points will mean anything by the time this fight's over. But Frank Bruno is trying to make a fight of it. He's hanging on. He's bleeding from the nose. He was down. And people are interested in that around here. You people watching around the world, we've seen a better fight than we expected so far. In the very early seconds. It'll be interesting to see if he's like a wild man in round 2. And it looks like he's ready to be a wild man in round 2. So Frank Bruno came to... Bruno has all the pride of England standing for him. He gets tagged again by a right hand. He's trying to hang on to Mike and hit. Mike is just looking for an opportunity to come loose. Made us all think, well, that's what all was going to happen. But then Bruno suddenly caught Mike Tyson with a shot in the first round. Tyson with a short assault. Nothing there. Tyson just really bores in like a madman almost. Frank has got to start throwing that right hand. Tyson is almost measuring him now. This place seats about 8,000 or 9,000 here at the Hilton Hotel. Bruno was caught that time, and he knows he's in with a bull. Tyson gets down. Surprised Tyson by catching him in the first round. He's nailed again with a shot to the body, and then to deliver that right hand to the head. Right now, the superior height and the long reach of Frank. Tyson trying to attack now to finish him off. In such magnificent shape. Big, vicious body shot. Taken right underneath the heart of Frank. Still get the idea that it's a question of time before Mike catches him. There's some real good shots there. Bruno is caught by a right hand and a left hook. Bruno comes back. Excellent job considering the style that Bruno is fighting here. Right hand misses Frank Bruno. Bruno has come to try and mix it up. He's hanging on to the head of Tyson. Tyson not clear, but he was caught by a shot by Frank Bruno. Tyson trying to fight back. We wanted to take time to welcome all our friends. The fight's been so fast and so exciting, it's hard to do that. But a special hello to Chris Myrims with a left hand behind the head of Mike Tyson. Left hook to the body. Tyson at fighting here. Bruno again lets Tyson come in. His last time out against Bugner, Bruno had to go 8 rounds. Tyson gives him room to come off the ropes. Scores with the uppercut. Lands her big right hand. Bruno's in big trouble now. He's ready to go. Tyson, lightning hands, looking for the opportunity to land that right hand on the chin of Frank Bruno. He's a little bit more game than Bone Crusher Smith was in his fight. Attacks with a left of his own. He catches Bruno with a light left hand. Doesn't do anything to him. Tyson back up bouncing. Well, all the questions about distractions have been answered as Tyson attacks. Mike Tyson doesn't seem to have that fiery look in his eyes right now as he lunges for the challenger inside of 10 seconds round. And the chant from the better than 5,000 British subjects that are here cheering for Bruno has got to throw that right hand more and try to catch Tyson with a left hook.
Come on, punch it out.
He seems to be satisfied to let Tyson. Uppercut comes that time. This thing would end in round 1 or 2. So Bruno attempting to make a better fight of this than most people thought possible. He's lost every round, make no mistake about that.
Last one.
Vicious body shot.
Keep punching inside.
It's those body shots that Tyson is able to score.
Punching it out.
Is get down to his knee and take an 8 count instead of letting this guy nail him. In fact, for the betting public, round 3 is an important round. Catch Tyson in the first round with a pretty good shot.
Come on, punching it out.
And kind of paw at him with his right hand. He's got to try and get off with that right hand better. Yes, he can. He's still in big trouble. The uppercut catches him. The right hand catches him. He's really being hit now. And your heart's almost with Frank to hope he can make a good fight of it. A lot of movement where Frank Bruno is just kind of a stand-up guy, almost tailor-made for Tyson. That time he caught him with a body shot. The height advantage, well. A lot of people didn't think we'd get to the 4th round in this fight. He comes inside. That light, another right hand gets through.
Come on, punch it, get out of there. Get on.
You know, those big heavy muscles begin to catch up with him. Tyson's a big, strong guy. Bruno has the wherewithal to hang on. The uppercut comes. Tyson knows that he can catch up with Bruno right now. Bruno trying to keep him off. As the rounds go by, this man, Frank Bruno, gains a little bit more. Round 4, Bob Sheridan here. Left hand and get a punch off. Mike catches him with a good left hook, and Bruno has the wherewithal to hang on to him. Both guys hanging on with the kind of the right arm, and Bruno, if he hopes to win, has got to let that right hand fly. Right hand cut Bruno right in the forehead. But Tyson doesn't get frustrated. He just goes about his business of trying to win each round. Tyson, on the other hand, he hits him with a right hand. Bruno trying to hang on as best he can. A fighter cannot be saved by the bell as the big right hand lands. Tyson knows he's got him in big trouble. If he doesn't answer it in the 5th round, at 2:55 of the 5th round, Mike Tyson.
By the time of the rematch, everything had changed. Frank Bruno had picked up another loss to Lennox Lewis. And to his credit, he gave Lewis one of the toughest fights of his career, especially in the early rounds. But once again, he lost for the same reason: stamina. Tyson, meanwhile, was now 29, coming off prison, far from his peak. Many believed this time would be different, that he wouldn't handle it, that the power might still be there, but not enough to deal with a monster like Bruno. But something else happened. Tyson didn't wait, didn't drag it out. He came out and broke him. By the 3rd round, pure power, pressure, and precision. For the first time, Bruno didn't lose because of stamina in the later rounds. He was simply overpowered. After that fight, Bruno retired.
That was a nice right uppercut by Bruno.
Bruno also feels he's learned to hold on, which he did with Tyson's trainer. Jay Bright said he's concerned about keeping Tyson under control of the belt. He'll be very anxious.
Frank Bruno. What you're going to see is Frank Bruno grab Mike when he comes in like that. Every time. Every time he comes in, he's going to hold him. He's not going to let Mike do
on in every instance. Anytime he gets close to before the jab even gets there, you're too apprehensive. On Mike's side, he's not bobbing and weaving. That's the first one he felt the steam.
It's a mistake early. You can't fix a chin that was never great to begin with.
A left hook by Tyson, but Bruno comes forward.
And fall on him, it will, like he has, and it's coming in pretty anywhere. Good shot, he'd have been gone.
I'll tell you what, if I was built like Frank Bruno, I wouldn't be afraid of anybody or anything, but Mike Tyson is a phenom.
Grabbing, says Mills Lane. Tyson's people wanted to bob and roll, be less of a target, attack from the angles.
Didn't seem to do anything, but it was a nice effort.
And anytime, here comes Tyson. Tyson with a combination.
Put any effort, it's nasty.
Well, it's a nasty cut, and rest assured, Tyson's not going to let that alone.
A deep gas.
He there and did not react as badly as he did in the first round. Maybe the nerves and the jitters, he may be settling in.
The cut over Bruno's eye.
To keep their heads off.
Bruno with the questionable chin.
Toward punching if he's just worried about holding.
He looks like a guy who's just waiting.
Tyson looking to go back to work and immediately tied up, wrapped up by Bruno.
But Mills Lane
He's taking a point away from Bruno for the continuous holding.
That is what you call academic.
Less than a minute remaining to take control. And down the side of his face.
A home run. A home run thrown by Tyson. It just missed. He's going to go on bobbing and weaving. He's certainly coming straight in.
He's going to throw that right hand. He's got his jab into Mike and throw the right hand into Mike. See how he leans back?
Yeah,
he can't do that. He can't do that if it's going to be effective.
He's feet. And that Bruno doesn't have the foot speed to compete.
Bruno trying to stop.
Yeah, Mills Lane trying to
12 rounds, I guarantee you.
Oh, a left hook by Mike Tyson. Flush on the face of Frank Bruno. Another left and a combination by Tyson.
He's not fighting offensively. He wants to finish this off.
There's the bell. Echoing your words, Bobby. Throw the uppercut.
But he said throw with venom. He meant put himself in position to win. Throw it like
Mills Lane saying fight it out. Stop holding.
You know, people kept wondering which Mike Tyson's going to be here.
This is what Bruno expected. He said he's not looking for the Tyson who fought McGinley and Mathis. Here's a combination uppercut by Tyson. Tyson laying it